they use the ideologies to serve their own purposes and later destroy them when they become useless. So it is a political was originally written in Marathi language in 1972, and taking into account its contemporary relevance, it has been translated into the English language. So it focuses on the contemporary political status and ridicules the men in power who misuse it to dictate, humiliate, and exploit the people. Because the person in the beginning was a very common person from Kanoj. He comes to Pune and there he tries to find the job for him, and it was the job of kotwal. So he got it, but through the bargaining of Gauri. So he sacrificed. Yes. So, तुम्ही झेरॉक्स दिलं तर प्रत्यक्ष योजनेमध्ये पण सहभागी पाहिजे. काल आली नाही. हो. कोणतं गाव? हो. चालेल मग जेव्हा तब्येत ठीक आहे तेव्हा यायचं. हो. 4 वाजता घेऊन या इतर मुलींना पण. चालेल हे अपडेट केलं जाईल. हा. हो. कल्पना द्यायच तसं म्हणजे आम्हाला विचारले डायरेक्टर तर सांगता यावं का आले नाहीत विद्यार्थी असं म्हणतात ना. हा. हो. इतर मुलींनाही सांगत हे अकाउंट नंबर आणून द्या म्हणा. आज तारीख दिलेली आहे लास्ट. So it is a political satire that focuses on the contemporary political status and ridicules the men in power who misuse it to dictate, humiliate, and exploit the people. The central character in this drama, it is a play written in the Marathi language, 1972, but it has not lost its importance or significance. He is a minor figure from history. So Ghashiram Savaldas was an outsider to Pune, a city located in the Indian state of Maharashtra, known for being a stronghold of the Peshwa Empire. Savaldas, who came to Pune to make his fortune, is a so he is a central character in this play. So in the beginning he was a common person, but what transformation takes place after becoming the kotwal, he becomes oppressive. Depicting the end of the dark, oppressive Ghashiram, Tendulkar was interested in the system that created and helped Ghashiram to grow. So it is a satire on the political system, that a political system should provide justice to the people. But when the people working in the system are corrupt, they give rise to they helped to grow the people like Ghashiram. So this is one of the unusual and contemporary aspects of the play. It doesn't give any straightforward message. Instead, it engages with the complexities in human society, ambitions of an individual, the arrogance of the establishment, and the violent manipulations of the dominating class and caste. So Ghashiram Kotwal is a historical play. Some names from the history we find that are mentioned in the play, but it refrains from glorifying history. So it is a social drama without a moral message. The moral we have to derive ourselves. We can describe that it is a social play. It describes the society in the 18th century, which kind of challenges it faced, and how the characters like Ghashiram Savaldas survived in that society. So it is out of nostalgia that we are celebrating the existence of Ghashiram Kotwal in today's time. It is to remind ourselves that the theatre of amateurs has moved away from asking uncomfortable questions of society while entertaining the audience, like Ghashiram Kotwal did. Does Ghashiram Kotwal make us worryingly aware of the newly emerging Ghashirams? So, in today's context, also we can find that political system help to grow the people like Ghashiram. Concentration of power in the hands of the state and its increasing censorship in our daily lives. Do we play narrow by recounting the glorious days of Ghashiram Kotwal when society goes up in flames as freedom of speech and action is being compromised? Ghashiram Kotwal will continue to haunt us if we play it safe by being selective in recalling how it enamored the public. So play gives us one important moral lesson, that is, we should investigate the past and envision a new world within a fearless society. So society should be fearless, it should be able to question what is wrong happening. So important characters, the central character, that is Ghashiram Savaldas. So he is a Brahmin from Kanauj, Kanauj in North India. So with his family, he comes from North India to Pune, city in Maharashtra, in search of livelihood. He has a 16-year-old daughter. The name of that daughter is Gauri. The person in power, we can say that Pune, it was Nana Fadnavis. These are the most important characters in the play. Other characters like Sutradhar is also there, who gives the comment on the movement of the play. From time to time, he comments on the play. So plot of this is such that he comes, but he doesn't get any there. So he becomes a very helpless person to get the opportunity. While in search of opportunity, somehow one day he meets Nana Fadnvis, and he requested him. So at that time he was given kotwalship of Pune. So after becoming the kotwal, means when he got the power, his mind is changed. He no more remained a simple person or a common man, but his mind suddenly changed, and he, as he had earlier said, that he will take the revenge on those people who manipulated him, who exploited him. So on the pretext of even small reasons, many people were taken to jail. They were imprisoned. So jails were full of the people, and those were the native Brahmins of Pune who exploited him in the first act. So later, when after assuming the kotwalship of Pune, he decided to teach the people the lesson. So jails were full, and when the situation went terribly against him, when due to the large number of people gathered in the jails, a Brahmin person died of suffocation. So the agitation began in the city, and people in groups moved to Nana Fadnis palace. They were shouting, they were giving slogans, and when Nana Fadnis thought that now he cannot protect Ghashiram Savaldas, but he has to protect his own power. So he gave the punishment that he will be hanged to death. So earlier to that he also faced that Gauri also died because she was pregnant of certain months. So while delivering the immature baby, she lost her life. So this kind of condition of the common person like Ghashiram Savaldas. So concentration of power in the hands of a few people, that sometimes creates many problems for the common people. Therefore, the play has one very important message for many nations, not only just means India, but it has the many. So themes of this are hypocrisy, double standards. These are the themes we come across in this play. Hypocrisy, double standards. A theme means subject of the play. He has also dealt with the subject of religion, caste, sexuality. So Vijay Tendulkar has dealt with so many themes. But the most important theme of all at the center is politics of power and its various implications. According to Sramik Bandopadhyay, in Ghashiram, power is defined horizontally in terms of individuals against individuals to eventual victimization. In the game of power, Gauri is made upon. So Ghashiram is made the kotwal of Pune. Nana Fadnis was also a tyrant, so he wanted to rule tyrannically. So certain resemblance to the historical character Nana Fadnis. But Vijay Tendulkar in his interview, he told that the character doesn't reciprocate or resemble the historical personality. So it is the reflection of a society. It might be anywhere. The system, political system, we should understand, and it should not be like that. So finally, what happens? Nana sacrifices Ghashiram. So Ghashiram doesn't understand that power is given to him, but only it is on paper. In reality, power was with Nana Fadnvis. But he assumed he did not understand this. He assumed that it's a real power. So he started behaving in a tyrannical manner to the people. Does Nana does the power rest with Nana? So Peshwa can call anytime Nana. So Peshwa himself is a symbol of power within feudal society. Thus the power vested in Peshwa is also underpinned by the social setup. So king of the Peshwa is also powerful, but that is also by divine right. So hierarchy of power positions we come across in this play. So Tendulkar's play makes us aware about this hierarchy of power positions and makes us also ready to analyze its phenomenon. So power operates more overtly through violence and oppression. So at a certain level, it indicates that So social attitudes are responsible for the maintenance of power of this type. So religion is also the theme that every religion teaches people the moral values. But sometimes some religious values also teach us that we should not question power, and because of that, people in that society they do not question the power. So values are important to us. So certainly that we do not question. We do not question if they are right or wrong. They become so deeply ingrained in us that we do not challenge or we do not try to change the social situation. The play also, why I have said that religion is the theme because play begins with the religious theme. So Brahmins go to Bhavan Khani to see the dancing girls and say that they are going to the temple. See the dancing girls and say they are going to the temples. This is an example of earlier what we have discussed, that is the hypocrisy of the people, that under the name of spiritualism or religion, their behavior, they justify their decadence by comparing, they compare their comparing Bawan Khani to Holy Mathura. This shows the decadence of the society, of the people, whereas the important characteristic of any strong society or developed society is the ethical values. Because if people do not practice or if it's not there in the behavior of the people, ethical and moral values, it means their degeneration or they live in the decadent situation. The abang is often sung with the lavani. So it also shows there. Scenes of violence and cruelty are alternated with devotional songs. So we find reference of the religion also. All kinds of religions are sanctified by invoking the religion. Another important aspect of this play is also that caste is also a major factor in the play. It is a comment on the decadence of the Brahmins. So we find reference of the mention of that Ghashiram Savaldas was a poor Brahmin from Kanoj. He comes in search of the job to Pune and how he was exploited by the native Brahmins of Pune. So reference of the caste we find the decadence. It is comment on the decadence of the Brahmins. So when the play was first performed, later it was responsible for the controversy and it was banned for being anti-Brahmin. And there it was feared that there might be revolt among the audience. So its real purpose is to expose the Brahmins. Their corruption and moral degradation. That is the most important aspect of this play. So notes on this also will be sent tomorrow. After seeing some more aspects of this play, we are going to stop for today. And tomorrow we will complete this play. So on Monday, a new text will be there. And tomorrow, from the very beginning, means the gist of first and second act, I will tell in the beginning, and then critical evaluation of this will be. So as we were dealing with the theme of as caste reflected here. So caste is used as an instrument of power. The Sutradhar reports that according to Ghashiram, to eat with a lower caste person is a crime. To sleep with a Maila woman is a lower caste among untouchables is also considered a crime. On the other hand, Brahmins have no hesitation in chasing and pasting a white sahib for money. This shows that race and color constitute a higher position in the social hierarchy, and the white sahib ranks higher than the privileged Brahmin who is feasted and showered with gifts in the Peshwa's Pune. So Tendulkar has depicted the hypocrisy of the Brahmins. Hypocrisy of the Brahmins, their arrogance, authoritarianism, and their debauched and adulterous behavior. Their arrogance, authoritarianism, and their debaucherous and adulterous. Nana kotwal of Pune. So Nana's statement, our values gone is not had. A man's self-image to relation to conquest and oppression of women. Love song and abhangas were sung at the revelries in Bavankhani. So Nana's lustful pursuit of Lalita Gauri, the clandestine meeting of the Brahman wife with a Maratha lover, all serve to create eroticism throughout the play. And another thing, last which we are going to discuss in this play, it is about violence. So, though he himself was the victim of exploitation, but after getting the post of kotwal, he also becomes a violent person. So, violence of people against people, violence of state against people, This is clear in Ghashiram's torture of innocent Brahmins and the belligerence of Gulabi's men against Ghashiram when he is forcibly divested of the necklace that Nana had given him. So Nana had given him a necklace, but it was forcibly taken away by Gulabi's men. So an innocent Brahmin was accused of theft. So that person tries to convince Ghashiram of his innocence, even though the evidence indicates. So Ghashiram has an ordeal set up to test his innocence. The nails of the Brahmin's right hand are pulled out and his fingers are washed with lemon juice and soap, and then hands are sealed in a bag. 7 rangolis are drawn on the floor. So what is aim of Tendulkar in portraying this violence? According to the critic, the reason is to describe the tragic condition of the people. So what message does this play convey? That we will discuss and we will conclude this play. He exposes the foibles and hypocrisies of Brahmins. So there is the entertainment value to this play. So it is against the evil. That evil is responsible for the degeneration of society. So whether it is of Brahmins or other any section, that evil is not good. So this discussion starts after watching or reading the play. It shows the success of the play. So tomorrow we will complete this play. As Aya's sake, after completing the form now joined. So your examination has approached. So maximum notes within these 2 days, tomorrow and on Monday, 100% notes will be sent in these 2 3 days. In these 2 days only, Saturday and Monday, notes of paper 14, 15 will be circulated, whereas Garrett sir will provide other notes. Jogine sir will also provide. So you should start preparing well. This is a descriptive type of examination. And if you come across any problem or if you come across any query, so you can ask. As tomorrow we will complete this play, whereas on Monday we are going to complete critical essay or if possible tomorrow also. Castes in India, their mechanism, genesis and development. This essay we can complete. Also tomorrow 2 lectures will be conducted, one on this, whereas another on paper 50. So thanks for your attentiveness. We will continue tomorrow.